inside the HPL booth for the first time in quite some time. We get a chance to call some racing. Up in the broadcast booth, it is yours truly, Jake, and joined along beside me is a man who is not only an amazing cup driver but also an amazing broadcaster. As y'all know, the Jake and Shake Show is back. Shake and Bake, welcome back to the booth for season 8.
What's going on, man? Yeah, excited to get back here. Feels like about a year, I think. We're pretty darn close to a year since we've been up here, so excited to get season 8 underway tonight with the duels. Duel 1, I'm about to help you with, and then Duel 2 I'll be racing in, so excited for it.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it for sure. And of course, I know I don't have the official list on me, but do you have the list of drivers who'll be competing in Duel One here tonight?
I do. In Duel 1, it is going to be YB Beta, Chibi, Eric Smoose, JoJo, Tiger, Gary, Heredia, Kluka, King Mufasa, Fistbuster, Fashion, Tanner, and then McCard.
So this one has a lot of unique drivers to say the least, but of course we are very excited for that one. As far as the guys that you just mentioned, I know you have some Penske drivers in there. Who is going to be the one you need to keep an eye on?
Well, actually, all four of the Penske guys, we're actually in Duel 2, but if I had
Oh,
to pick anybody to keep an eye on in Duel 1, it's probably going to be King Mufasa, one of the better super speedway drivers, I think, in the league and that I've raced with. He's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. He's going to find his way to the front at some point, and he's going to be tough to pass once he gets up there.
I think if you think about this though, is that if you look at it this way, notice some of the drivers like Heredia and Tiger, and of course, I mean those guys have an opportunity to get a chance to make something here. I mean those are road course guys, but let's see how they do as far as Daytona. Now, if you're a driver that doesn't have a teammate out there, for instance Tiger, what's going to be the strategy to try to run up front here?
You kind of got to find the clicks. I remember last year in the duels, um, that's what I did. I was in a duel with three other Trackhouse guys, and I was the only RFK guy in my duel, and I just found a way to kind of get in the middle of them, and that way, if they were going to make moves, they had to take me with them. I think that's just something you're going to have to do, or
Yeah.
I mean, make friends early on, make some moves with some people, and if they learn to trust you, they'll work with you later on in the race too. But it's definitely you're at a disadvantage if you are without teammates tonight.
Yeah, and also make sure you keep an eye on your Discord because that way we can get a chance to go live from the racetrack. But of course, we not only have one duel tonight, but as you see in the title subscription, we have two duels here tonight. So we get a chance to look forward to that. And of course, if you guys missed out on the college football action today, real life, Shake Mason's Georgia Bulldogs lost to Notre Dame. So these playoffs have been getting interesting, hasn't they?
They definitely have. I think you're seeing when it comes to college football. I think all four teams that had buys lost, and a lot of people are saying it's a disadvantage to have a bye in the first round. I mean, you're going without playing football for a month.
Yeah.
It's not easy to just get back out on the field and act like nothing's happened in a month. So it wouldn't shock me if in a couple years we see something crazy like, well, 12 didn't work, we're going to try 16.
Yeah.
So
Might as well bring out the whole March Madness instead. It'll be Fall Madness for sure. But of course, another thing too is that we have a lot in store. I mean, season 8 is about to get underway with the duels, and of course, I think we got the Clash coming up, and then following along with that, it will be the Grand Prix of racing, the Daytona 500, kicking things off, and just a lot looking forward to as far as this league, and even outside of the racing wise, you still got the college football stuff going on as well, though, Shake.
I'm sorry. I was trying to listen into the Discord. It sounds like they're about to go green. So I'm just trying to get a better idea of when we can join. I completely missed the last thing you said.
Yeah, I was talking about how we have so much going on as far as the YouTube wise with the racing and then the college football. There's so much to look forward to with what we have in store for you guys as far as the YouTube channel wise.
I mean, yeah, most definitely. I mean, we got college football and then NASCAR starting back up now. Definitely, definitely a lot going on. Also, we are good to join.
Alrighty. Once when we get settled in, Shake, who is your dual one race winner to pick out of all these?
I mean, like I kind of like I said earlier, I think Mufasa is going to be my favorite. Um, he's hard to bet against. I mean, you saw it last year in the trucks. He won at Daytona, won at Talladega, Xfinity. He was up front in all the super speedway races. Definitely a guy that knows his way around super speedways and understands the draft.
Yeah, and it looks like my soaps is going to be the one starting things off. I think this is only lap one, and for some reason I don't have my sound on. Oh, no, I
Yeah.
do. Yeah,
So
that's
this first lap, just a manual. They're gonna get the starting order ready to go.
yeah. I mentioned Joker told us about that. Is that at start of lap one, we're just going to give the field a chance to get everything warmed up as we see a couple of drivers starting in the back. Uh, There you see Mason in the 77. Let's go ahead and go through each driver with their number. You see YB in the 10, Tiger NASCAR in the 9, Already God in the 6, Fifth Buster in the 17, JoJo in the 20, Small NASCAR Fan in the 15, Fashion, if I said that name right, in the 23, Eric's Moose racing in the 11, Electric Days racing in the 45, King Mufasa, your boy right there in the 99, Kluka racing into 34, Chippy the Champ into 14, McCord racing into 7th, and Latimer, if I said that right, into 3.
I believe that's Gary, just under a
Gary,
different
that's what I,
account.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's Gary, yeah. The real GT into 41, and we're back to it. So looks like we're gonna be starting things off with YB leading us to green here this time by. And this will be a great chance to see how these restarts are going to be in case there is going to be a caution of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, and another thing, I mean, just look at the front row. You got YB and Chibi, two of the best drivers in the league, and just this is the way we're kicking off our season. Two of the best running up front. Excited. Season 8 is officially underway.
It definitely is officially underway because now we get ready to get things going. Duel 1 is underway here at Daytona. Green flag is in the air. And that's what see
Yeah,
is. Go ahead.
YB's going to jump up early, and I think him and Chibi are going to definitely look to work together. As you can see, Chibi gets clear, and YB and Chibi already nose to tail. I think even though they're not teammates, or yeah, actually they are teammates. I forgot about that.
Oh, the
I forgot they were
3!
both
Oh my
SHR.
gosh! Yeah, so I was riding along with Tiger NASCAR's point of view. I seen the 3 just cut down right in front of the 9, so a bit of a hassle there. We've seen the outside line going from starting good, now it's just playing following the leader. I didn't mean to cut you off there, Shake.
Oh, you're all good, but yeah, I mean you already see two SHR teammates nose to tail in 1-2, and then you got two JGR teammates in third and fourth.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, is it Hell State that's in charge of SHR here?
No, that would be Jackson. Jackson is
Jackson.
the team owner of SHR. He will
Yeah.
be in Duel 2 tonight as well.
So if you're Jackson here, I mean, you got like what you've seen, two of your best drivers in the field. I mean, leading the field. I mean, after a great start, it looks like Kluka is kind of struggling there on the outside. Looks like him, and I believe that is small NASCAR fan right there on the outside. And the problem is they don't have enough room to try to get down to the bottom, so they're just gonna have to try to wait until electric and probably follow with the tail at the end of the longest line here. But back to the front we go
Yeah, and I mean, this first stage, this is all about kind of figuring your stuff out, figuring out the runs you can get in these cars, figuring out who you can and cannot work with. I mean, there's no stage points awarded in stage one or stage two. Stage three is all that really matters when it comes to that, and then obviously that'll be your starting position for next week's 500. But I think these first two stages, you're really just going to see people try some things. I mean, maybe some moves you definitely won't see in stage three, but kind of figure out what you can and can't do.
Yeah, I definitely do agree because I mean, if you look at it this way, I mean, both Fist and YB are running the pack, but now we see an outside line going on. That looks to be the 77 of Masopes and the 7 of McCard. Here comes Kluka and small NASCAR fan, I believe, on the outside, and it looks like they're still trying to make that outside line going. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but it seems like it's kind of going okay-ish for them, but it's not doing too well.
Yeah, it's going to be tough if you don't have numbers on the high side. I mean, two guys very well capable enough of leading the line up top in Mason and McCard, but I mean, two versus what 13. It's not going to work on the high side, bottom side. It don't matter what side you're on. You're on the wrong side.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. As now we've seen that second line form back to the inside line. So far, your top three has been YB, Fist, and of course Eric's Moose. Moose has been one of those guys that definitely deserves some props of his own. So shout out to Moose right there, everybody's favorite Canadian in this field.
Well, I don't think favorite Canadian is going to be the hard one to win this year.
With all the animosity in the off season, I mean, could you say so there, Shake? Could you say that?
Yeah, I definitely think Eric's. Well, actually, I don't know. Small's Canadian. I think a lot of people like Small too. So
Yeah, I didn't even know he was Canadian, but hey, the more you know. But back to the
as you
race.
see a little bit of a run. Interesting to see the nine of Tiger. He backed off that front pack quite a bit, and it looked like I believe the 41 is Tanner. Yeah,
Yeah,
the 9 and the 41 backed off, but they didn't take the run they got. So maybe just kind of feeling out what kind of run they can get. Looks like Gary's backing up. Tanner's trying to make a move to the outside of the 9, and he is. It's a very questionable move as he's going to go all the way to the back of the pack.
but here comes Heredia right there on the outside. He's bringing it alongside King Mufasa, but the six is making contact. But now Gary, he's trying to hold up a straight line. He's either going to the top or going to the bottom, and we're seeing some moves being going up to the top, being led by H God himself, the Heredia God, and
Now we're three wide in the middle of the pack now.
three wide in the middle of the pack. This is not a very good situation. They're three wide. There's still three. Electric. Oh,
Oh,
contact being made. Electric hit Masoves and hit Heredia. So at least Heredia still has Mufasa's draft at the moment.
yeah, and I mean, just like I said, it's guys making moves that they're probably not going to make in stage three, just seeing if it will work. Um, I think maybe last lap of the race you'd see Heredia make a move like that, make it three wide, but any other time you're just putting yourself at such a disadvantage, and it didn't work out for him. But now we're starting to see a couple of stragglers in the back. Looks like almost a second pack forming. And I
Yeah,
don't know if they're going to try and make a run or if something happened that they lost that much time. But here comes the 23 with some help from Mufasa and Mason. They have a decent run on the 45. Let's see if they take it. They don't. They don't. They just stay in line. See, I don't. I'm not
I,
sure I understand.
I mean, if you think about this though, it's kind of a little bit early for them to make moves like that, and I can understand why. But yeah, that now they're trying to form up another line right there on the outside, and that's not going to help them out either because no matter how many times Mason or Heredia tries to form an outside line, nothing has them going right. We see Tiger trying to be able to give them a chance to do something with Gary.
Yeah, as you see Tiger drop way back, but I think Gary just kind of being in the middle like that, not up against the other drivers up front, is really going to be difficult for anybody to make a move. 'Cause you're just going to lose so much speed when you go to the outside of them. So Gary's playing he's kind of being the pick man in the middle right now. I mean, he's managing his spot and also keeping everybody at bay behind him.
Yeah, so as far as the top three, I mean, nothing hasn't really changed. I mean, current top five is YB, Fist, Moose, JoJo, and
Oh, the
Gary Contact.
23. The 23, I don't know if he's been drinking or what. He just like turned right on the straightaway and doored McCard in the 7.
That was a bit interesting right there. That is fashion. The driver that hit the outside wall. I mean, and there's a lot of stuff going on. They need to get it together in the back here.
I don't know what was going on there. Maybe the controller died or something, but a very interesting move. Um,
Tiger going
I
up
mean,
to the outside
McCart
line
didn't
again.
lose the pack, so that was good for him.
So now I guess we're getting ready to come up to the coming laps of this duel or the stage here. Let's
Yeah, let me see
see.
if I can find out how many laps are left.
Yeah, I'm sure there's got to be somebody that has to have a stream, maybe electric, maybe I don't know. But here comes
All right, so
JoJo.
this is the last lap of the first stage, actually.
So this is the last lap. They're Bill Foreman, a second line being led by JoJo. Fistbuster
Yeah,
right there inside.
I don't think they're going to have anything for the guys up front.
And that is going to. Oh!
Oh, a little bit of a lag, it looks like from Chibi.
Oh, yeah. And now we get to the ending of stage one being won by. I believe that is good old YB. YB won that stage, and yep, while we can, let's go ahead and talk about what's going to be the move if you're any of the guys in the back. We've seen a lot of moves being played to the outside line, but that was not the case.
Yeah, I don't just it didn't seem like anything they did right there worked out. Um, I mean, it's going to be tough with those two up front. YB and Chibi, they know what they're doing, and you're really going to have something organized if you're going to try and make a move on them that late in the stage. I feel like if you're going to pass those two, you need to do it earlier in the stage and try and keep them at bay after that. But making a move in the last lap is going to be tough.
As we get going here in stage number two, looks like Kluka may end up losing the draft. Something happened to Kluka at the moment. I don't know what happened, but he lost the draft. There was no way for him to make it back to the pack unless if there was a caution.
As if you give me 1 second, I want to find out how many laps we have in this stage. That way we can kind of keep up.
Get a good picture of it. Yeah. Meanwhile, there's a second line being formed right here from Soaps, and then you see two drivers in the middle, two Toyota drivers, and Moose and Electric. Electric is stuck three wide situation down to a two wide. He's got Gary on the inside. Moose trying to be able to hold up a line here.
And as we come to the line, we're going to have 9 to go in this stage. So another short stage. Um, don't think any green flag pit stops will happen the whole night. So this
Yeah.
will be interesting to see. 9 laps to go, and already you got those two lined up, nose to tail, up in the front. And I think if you're somebody, look, if you're somebody like Mufasa who's found their way up front, I think you're very comfortable kind of just staying here in third until, I mean, stage 3, especially if it ends like this. You're starting on the inside row. You should be second by the end of lap 1 in stage 3. And I think a bunch of the guys up front are going to be willing to kind of just ride around because, I mean, this doesn't mean anything. You just want to position yourself in a good spot for stage 3. But the guys in the back are definitely going to have to make some moves because you don't want to be starting that far back in stage 3. I mean, it's definitely, you can definitely overcome it, but it makes it a lot tougher to do.
Definitely do agree, especially in that situation. But I mean, you do we got to give props to Mufasa right there. I mean, he went from working on to the back and working his way up to the front, and he seems to be in a good spot as long as with Tiger NASCAR. I mean, this is a top five at the moment, and it looks like Fistbuster is trying to work on an outside line going. Is there anybody that's willing to join him?
Yeah, I don't think many people up front are going to be willing to. The people in the back might be willing to. As you see the 41 of Tanner hop up there, the 23 of Fashion, the 45 of Electric. They're gonna be willing to make that move because I mean, there's nothing to lose for them. What are they going to lose, 1 or 2 spots? But guys up front, they're not going to want to lose 6, 7, 8 spots.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. I mean, but let's go ahead and ride alongside King Mufasa here with his hood cam. Or yet, better yet, let me go ahead and go to somebody. Yep.
As if you look here, looks like we got another run building up to 17 of Fistbuster. He's got people lined up behind him. No, no, he doesn't. Small has people lined up behind him, but now they're going to slow down, pick up Fist, and potentially, nope, they're not going to. I thought they were going to back off a little bit more and try to make a run, but they're just going to catch back up to the field and ride.
As you say that, there's another driver that just lost the draft, and that is the sixth of already. Something must have happened to him. Two drivers that we've seen losing the draft, and which hopefully they can get a chance to have a caution for them to get back into this race.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as they don't go a lap down by the end of this stage, they'll be right back in it for stage 3. Um, give me 1 second.
Alrighty, as Shake works on that, let's just see what they can do here.
As we're actually going to have a third person joining us up in the booth in a minute, I got to invite Brink.
Yeah.
I'm also going to have to get him into the lobby, so you might be on your own for a second unless he has an invite. We'll find out once he gets in
Oh,
here.
contact being made. Sorry to cut you off. As Mufasa. Oh, there's about to be a big wreck.
Yeah, it looks like they're telling Chibi to drop. It looks like he was lagging a little bit, and that's what kind of caused all of this. Yeah, so I mean that's definitely a big change in this race. Uh, Chibi lagging separates him and YB, and I mean now YB's up there kind of on his own. Um, it'll be interesting to see how the other guys race him if they. I think Mufasa, knowing him, I think he'll kind of stay here until the last lap. He might try and make a move coming to the line, but
If I was him, I mean, I would just try to be patient as I possibly can be. I mean, just try to work on staying where you're at. As we see some sort of craziness going on.
yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like everybody's getting lined up again, but a lot of I wouldn't say coming. Oh, the
Oh,
23, the 20.
23,
Oh, the
45.
45's coming back up the
Oh my
track.
gosh.
It looks like people are short pitting here.
JoJo.
I think people didn't signal and then short pitted.
No, that's gonna be an interesting call, especially if you're the higher ups and like Joker or Race Control. That that's gonna be interesting. I say Electrical will probably get a penalty for coming back out on the track like that because you see him going into the pits, but then he missed them. That is just very wild.
So what I'm hearing in the Discord, it sounds like a couple people did decide to short pit and take fuel and then get back out onto the track, and that way they could have track position for the last stage.
And the only two people that really did it though was Fashion and JoJo.
Yeah, but it appears Fashion has lagged out of the race too, which I mean that really hurts him. But JoJo, I think he's way out ahead of everybody. He should be good. Yeah, he's headed into turn 4.
Hmm.
So I mean, after this caution, he should be your leader.
That's a very interesting call, but I hate the fact that Fashion did lag out. So that is our first DNF of the race, and of course the first DNF of the season here. But now, as you're looking at it this way, right now it is all Fist who is leading. You got
Chibi's leading.
Chibi. Or Chibi's leading. Sorry,
Yeah,
Chibi's
this
leading.
this this is the last lap of stage two.
Yeah, so you got Chibi, the real TG, and YB, and so that is your top four. Looks like Tiger right there, round out the top five as well.
Yeah, what does YB do here? Does he play teammate and stay in third, or does he make a move coming to the line to go for the win? Um, if I'm him, honestly, I'm fine with finishing P3. Like I said, you start on the inside row for the last stage, but we'll see. Looks like I haven't seen. Oh, Tanner goes to the high side, and that's gonna bring Chibi or YB right up to the bumper of Chibi, and Chibi's gonna win the stage. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna try this one more time and see if I can get a Brink into the party.
Alright, so we're in our stage break. Stage two finish, and of course, coming up will be our second dual race of the night. So this is going to be a very interesting night for sure. So let's see how this goes here.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you on your own again here.
Yeah, let's just see how this goes as we do see green flag back out underway. And YB is going to the outside, so now the new leader is the real, I believe that's, yeah, the real TG with Small right behind him. So this is a very interesting top three, TG8, Small, and Fistbuster right there. And then Heredia God back into the mix, and you also see Kluger right there right behind McCard, which is very good for him. As we are joined now by Mr. Brinkerhoff here.
Hello.
Hello,
Brink, do
Brink.
you need a invite
Hey,
to get into
sorry
the lobby?
guys.
You need to invite.
I need an invite to the race, please, and just tell me when to join.
All right, I got. Well, we're in stage three, so
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
as
in
soon as you
we're in the
get it.
first race still. Gotcha. My bad.
yeah.
I'll stay quiet.
You're good. You're good. You're good. But of course, right now it is all the real TG. I'm just gonna call him TG right there. Um, got a very interesting group, but of course, a second group right behind Kluka. That is Fistbuster, Masopes, Electric, JoJo, King Mufasa, Tiger, Gary, and I don't know who is right behind Gary at the moment. But Moose, Moose. And here comes that second line. That second line is trying to be able to form up. They're working their way to the outside. Looks like Mufasa is trying to go down to the inside, and that's not going to be the case for the top four on the outside. And oh, things are getting a little bit squiggly right here as far as the front.
As I can't even get back in because the invitation that Joker sent has expired. So Jake, you're gonna be on your own for the rest of this one.
Alrighty, that's perfectly fine. Now it is all TG right here, small NASCAR fan. So far, nothing too crazy hasn't happened yet. But whatever the case may be, I mean, I know you're not watching, you can't watch the race at the moment, but Shake, I know that you've seen a lot of teamwork as far as the front, but what can TG do here, knowing full well that his teammates are no longer around? He's got small NASCAR fan right behind him, and of course, right behind him is two RFK guys.
Yeah, I turned on the stream on YouTube that way I can kind of keep up a little bit. And from what I'm seeing, I mean, Small and Tanner, they're good friends off the track, so they're going to be willing to work together. Um, we're coming to 8 to go in the race. Um, but yeah, Small and Tanner, good friends off the track. They'll work well. Um, I think the two RFK guys behind them. This is no shade towards Heredia. Love him. I appreciate him taking a shot at me last season. It's kind of where I am in the league now. But he is not particularly the best super speedway racer. He makes very aggressive moves, not calculated at times. So I think Fist is definitely going to have to lead any push from those two if they want to make a move and try and get around Tanner. But I think they're going to be very comfortable riding around for a little bit. Like as I said, 8 to go. There's no need to make a move yet.
Yeah. And of course, one thing I want to get a chance to do is I want to get a chance to ask Brinkerhoff. Brink, you've been a part of leagues for so long, and especially when it comes to these types of races, when will we get a chance to see that last minute move? Should we expect it 5 to go, 4 to go? I mean, what's something that you could probably see here from this pact? All right, I don't know if Brink is with us now, but that's fine. I mean, I figure we'd try to give him a question. Once again, the one guy that DNF was the 23 of Fashion. I don't know if that's Brink right there or if that's Shake that just joined back.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I was plugging in my mic.
Oh, you good? I didn't know whose mic that was that just joined back because I was trying to ask Brinkerhoff a question, but I didn't. I don't guess he's here now. But regardless, we're coming up
Yeah,
to I believe about 5 to go here. Well, I want to assume.
I think this should be 6. I think we're coming to 6 right now.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean Tanner's in a really good spot right now. And it looks like, I mean, I'll answer the question you asked, Brink, for you. I mean, I think it really depends on where you are in the pack. If you're farther back, I think 5 to go, you really need to start making moves to position yourself for an opportunity to win this. Somebody that's in third like Fist, I think you wait until the last lap.
Uh,
Um, yeah, like I said, it really depends on where you're at.
yeah, definitely do agree as they're getting ready to approach up YB. Yeah, YB is the only car that is not a part of this field. So
Yeah,
this is going to be
and
interesting.
from what I heard, YB forgot to pit at the end of
Stage
the
two.
stage and ran out of fuel. So it's going to be a rough starting spot for him in the 500, but I mean, I don't think he'll have any issues finding his way to the front.
Yeah, you can see him right there. He is all by his lonesome on the back straightaway. And looks like we see King Mufasa trying to be able to work on a outside line. But that is not going to be the case. I think he'll just have to try to reform back inside the inside line. But this has been a very great race, especially if you're Jackson and a part of SHR. I mean, three drivers who have led the field. I think that was YB, and of course, not to mention, trying to figure out who, Chibi, and now TG.
Yeah, I mean, SHR definitely a very strong showing so far. I think everybody expected YB and Chibi to be strong competitors, but I mean, Tanner's having a really good first showing to start the season off for SHR. And his teammate's going to cut him a break here and give him the inside line. YB's just going to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, respectable thing to do, and especially since you're now officially a lap down. I mean, we're getting ready to come close to the end of this race here, and this will probably be determined uh, part of your starting grid for the Daytona 500. I believe that is next week, you can give us an official date on that, there, Shake.
Yeah, next Thursday will be the Daytona 500.
The
Um,
grand, the grandest race of them all.
yeah,
This should be a very exciting one to see. I mean, especially now we are working on season 8 of HPL racing. I mean, like I mentioned before at the top of the broadcast, you got racing, you got football, you got the best of both worlds. I mean, what more can you really ask for at this point? Especially after what we saw earlier with Mayhem winning the Big Ten championship too.
yeah, definitely. Um, but you see here, I mean, I'm probably a little bit further behind you watching it, but looks like third place has dropped back quite a bit, and they're going to try and make a run here to potentially take the lead. Fist, see what he does
Yeah,
here on the back straightaway.
yeah, and of course I'm joined alongside King Mufasa's Cam, and oh my gosh, there was an outside line trying to form, and it looks like YB is getting in the middle of things. He's trying to push JoJo to the outside. So this could be either no, that the outside line did not work like I expected it to be. Mufasa gets close to the grass, almost touched it, and about wrecks a couple of people. Almost soaps stuck on the outside line right there. Here comes Fistbuster. Working on the outside, got Heredia right behind him. Gary's right joining alongside of them. Here comes Mufasa. Here comes Electric.
Yeah, Fist tried to make the move up there, just
Oh, here
didn't
comes
have enough.
oh, Mufasa hits the outside wall. JoJo goes down the pit road. Around goes the 10. Is that a caution? I believe that is a caution. Yeah, caution's out. Oh my gosh. JoJo is in a perfect chance to win this duel.
Race is over. Tanner
Oh, race
actually
is over.
got the Tanner got the win.
Oh, so Tanner got the win, and congratulations to Tanner. I didn't know if that was the caution or what, but congratulations to Tanner.
So
Alrighty, so that should be it for Duel 1.
yes, we're gonna get the top two in here. It was Tanner and Small. I'll go ahead and invite them to the party.
Alrighty. And of course, Mufasa. Alrighty, and as we
Invites
wait
are
for the
sent
top
out
two.
to the top two.
Alrighty, and of course, we got Tanner in here.
I have no clue if my voice sharing is on.
Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations on the race, on the win. How do you feel right now?
Pretty good. Feels pretty good to lead the points. Start on pole for the 500. So yeah, we're pumped up. Got to thank all my guys at SHR. Got a great team owner behind me. And, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you 100% do not have your voice sharing on.
you gotta love
I
those
didn't
moments
check
for
if
sure.
mine's on.
Can't be getting canceled this year, guys.
Yeah, that's on.
Well, let us know if you got your voice shared.
Where the hell did I get my voice sharing, huh?
Alrighty.
always allow. That's way
You
good.
have to put it on in two places, in your settings and in the party settings. The
Yeah, but
PS5
I'm not
thing.
in the party settings, so I
But
just have it off from the.
make sure your settings are on too.
Alrighty. Well, I think his voice shared. So, Tanner, first of all, congratulations. I mean, you're now going to be starting on the pole for the Daytona 500. Talk about the strategy that you had made because I mean, you was in the middle of the pack, and then all of a sudden, boom, here you are in victory lane.
Hold on, I don't think my voice is sharing yet. Hold on.
Jake, just go
I'm
to somebody
actually
else and then talk to him when he's ready.
I'm gonna hop out of here. I have to go start up the lobby for Duel 2. Tanner, congratulations on the win, and I will see you all later.
Alrighty, well, good luck in the next duel there, Shake. And of course, small NASCAR fan. While we're waiting on Tanner to get things going,
Mhm.
you have been mostly in the back throughout most of the time in this race. Talk about what type of strategies you had to make from going from the back all the way up to the front.
Well, it was tough because obviously I started at the back because I had to make it into the clash, but really it was just like we tried to make moves early, found that they didn't really work. The highest I got up to was I think like seventh. So coming to stage three, all of RFK just well not all, most about a couple, I would say half of RFK decided to take no tires and like a half a can of fuel. The rest took like a two tires and like one can.
Yeah.
So I was one of the ones that took half can and got up to fourth, and then I was able to find my way in, and I just kind of pushed Tanner for the last 11 laps or so. I think it was like 13 actually.
All right, Tanner, do you have your voice shared?
Let me see. Can you hear me on the stream?
Hang on one second. Let me pull it up real quick because. All right. All right. Say something real quick.
Hello.
Your voice is still not shared.
That's so weird. I just hit. Okay, hold on. Wait. Let me try again.
Alrighty. While we're waiting on that, Brink, I'm assuming you're gonna be racing in the second duel or no?
No, I'm your broadcaster for the second duel. Should have been for the
Awesome.
first one, so apologies to everybody. I ran behind.
Definitely, you are all good there. I think that's definitely going to be the most star-studded duel with who's going to be a part of that. Of course, Joker's going to be a part of it. I mean, we see mostly a lot of drivers I know, Hell State, Jackson, that sort of thing. So, all right, Tanner, just give us an update if you can, there, man.
I'm trying. I don't. It says it's on, so I'm not sure why it's not.
Go back into the party and do it again.
Oh wait, yeah. Let me just double check that.
Yeah, I'm checking the stream. There, guys, if you can hear me through the Discord, if you can help Tanner get his voice being shared because I can't hear him. Because honestly, this actually gives us enough time for them to get ready for the second duel, and this should be a very good one. Um, while we're waiting on Tanner, Brink, do you have any questions you want to say to a small NASCAR fan after a second place finish here at Daytona? Alrighty. Alrighty. Got anything for us there, Tanner?
I'm gonna leave the party and then come back and see if it changes anything.
Okay. Well, as we're waiting on that, which we should get things going for the second race.
Yeah, I wish that Colby just invited me, so I'm gonna hold on.
Uh,
I have no idea where he went. But meanwhile, while we were waiting, Small, do you have anything you look forward to as far as season 8?
I'm just mainly looking forward to see how I do in Xfinity and potentially commentating at least most of the Cup schedule, hopefully. So yeah.
I mean, a lot to look forward to. I mean, it's going to be a very big thing to look forward to, especially if you're a fan of this league, like I have been since season 1. So, we definitely got something to look forward to. Alrighty, and looks like I'm by myself at the moment. I don't know why, but guys, if you don't care, I'm gonna take a quick drink break and give me about 2 minutes. Alright,
All right, I think it should work now.
let me look see. Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. So,
Okay.
first of all, I want to say congratulations on winning this race. I mean, like I was trying to ask you, what was the strategy that you had working all the way from the back up to the front?
Yeah, just kind of be patient. Don't get any damage. Stayed out or not stayed out. We didn't take tires at the end of stage two, so just kind of wanted to make sure we were able to do that and get track position. And didn't know it was going to wind us up in the lead on the restart. So that really was helpful. And then just had a good group of forwards behind me that kept pushing me. So just thankful to SHR for drafting me. They great team over there. Finished 1, 2, 3 in stage two. So love to see that. And yeah, excited to start on a pole for the 500.
And of course, what's going to be the strategy now? And I believe this may be your first season with HPL. So, what type of impact do you look to make as being a part of this league?
Yeah, the goal is to win a lot of races. That's just my mindset with every league. If we're not winning, then it's not a success. So I want to win races. I want the whole SHR team to win races too. So that's just kind of the goal for the whole season.
All right, as we're being joined now by Mr. Joker. Joker, hello. Okay, alrighty. Alrighty. That should be perfectly fine. Um, yep, yeah, we are definitely are live here on the YouTube channel. Want to remind others.
Joker,
Subway.
check Discord.
Alrighty, so we got a lot to look forward to, especially for Duel 2. Joker, I know you're going to be part of it, and we definitely do appreciate the invite for that. Alrighty, and it looks like we have a very interesting booth here, so definitely do appreciate that as far as the help that we need.
Give me the TV remote, please. Walking, walking.
Mm,
I'm gonna turn my voice off real quick and figure this out.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
Yeah, we
uh,
were just talking about it in the
don't.
other party.
I gotta lead. I gotta lead, so therefore I have.
Nobody. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm No, we're live right now.
Then turn it off.
How do I turn this off real quick?
Cool. Looks like you're being.
Alrighty, and we got things going. Um, as we get you guys ready for the second broadcast, as we get ready for the second duel. This time, I'm joined alongside a small NASCAR fan and Kaluka. Kaluka, how's it going there, man?
Yep.
Alright. Uh,
We can
is
join.
your voice shared?
What? Yep. That's
Alright.
all I just need to say. How's it going? Yep. That's how it's
Alright.
going.
Alrighty. Do you think you can be our lap counter?
No.
Okay. Then, Small, can you do the lap count?
What am I supposed to do? And like,
Just check to see how many laps we have left. Through somebody's stream.
Jake, I don't think anybody's Sherman. You can join the lobby too, Jake.
Are we allowed to join?
Yeah, they're doing the formation lap right now. I said that I think a minute ago. We're allowed to join.
Okay, well then. Okay, thank you for letting us know about that. Appreciate it.
Yep. Yep.
It was a little bit about 2 minutes too late, but yeah, thank you.
okay.
Alrighty, so we're about to get things underway here at Daytona. I I have the lap counter. Shout out to Fire Slayer. I'm gonna check on everything as far as this side thing.
My Discord just crashed. That's fun.
Alrighty. So I do got a lap counter, thanks to Fire Slayer, who will be racing in the 12, right behind Captain Dead Dad. So while we can, let's go ahead and be racing here tonight. There you see it, the 1 of Always Joker, the 43 is Sikkim, the 12 of FD Slayer, the
I just
48
lost
of
connection.
Riley, the 18 of Captain Dead Dad, the 51 of Hendrick 9 Chase, the 38 of Sped, I'm at Speed Racer, the
Okay.
4 of Jackson Ullman, the 24 of Ty Racing, the 55 of Big Jim, the 8 of Cody the Bear, and of course, Kluka, your favorite person, the 5 of Dirt Tracking, alongside Mr. Shake and Bake himself in the 21. As we are get ready to get underway here,
Yeah, I'm
and
loading into the lobby. So.
alrighty, Kluka, I know you're still with me, but yet green flag is in the air here at Daytona for Duel 2. Alrighty,
Yeah. The 48 is left outside. Who is the 48?
the Riley.
Riley. Yeah. It looks like the one's already trying to break the draft.
He's trying to. He's trying his best.
Yeah, Dad's right on him. A little space between second and third.
Look at that drive
Well,
from that
no.
38 speed racer. That's the kind of stuff you see out of Patrick Mahomes.
That's about as awful as Pat Mahomes' Fortnite scam right there.
I promise you don't say that.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it.
Speed went up to the high lane. He's going by himself. Oh, never mind.
That is the 21
The
is shake
21
right
just got
there.
left out.
The 55 of a big jam at the moment, and of course you see 3 drivers working on.
And the 5 with dirt tracking.
Yeah, it looks like they're abandoning the outside. It's not a big enough line, not enough cars. A couple people, they start looking to the high lane, but no one actually goes, and the people that do just lose position.
Look at that fast driver in P5, tie racing.
As we do have 8 laps. Oh, contact being made by Big Jim to Sikkim. Sikkim could probably be losing the
Even more
draft, and he will.
contact. Big Jim and Speed got into it, just up ahead of that. Yeah, it looks like the 43 lost the draft. The 8 tried to get in, he won't be able to get in. That's Cody the Bear.
Yeah, as we do have 8 laps to go left here in this stage. So far, the top 3 is Joker, Dead Dad, and Fire Slayer.
Yeah, pretty much what it's been since the green flag waved. Joker's just. It really looks like no one's challenging him yet. They may as the race goes on, but for now, everyone just, at least at the front, is just trying to keep the track position and not trying to make any stupid moves to get themselves out.
Well, I mean, if there's something I think we looked at, especially earlier in the first duel race, is a thing called patience, and that's something that we will see drivers test their patience, see how long they can stay on this inside line, or if they want to work on the outside line, like we're seeing from both Hendrick and Shake. We see Speed joining them. We see Big Jim joining them as well, and of course the 8 of Cody the Bear. Oh, Shake hits the outside wall.
Yeah, it's funny because when you get into the middle of the pack, it's like all your patience just go away. You just want to make moves. But when you get to the front, it just seems like you just regain patience. It's kind of funny how that works.
Hey, definitely doing great. Kaluka, what are you seeing out there, buddy?
I see that 24 car being really fast, that 38 car being really fast today.
You're just focusing on the 24 and the 38, ain't you?
Man, they're really fast today.
Ooh, Hendrick's getting close to losing the draft. Who are the bubble drivers? Well, drivers.
I'll tell you. Big Jim's one of them. Sickham's the other one, and Hendrick's the last one. So Hendrick.
Big
I
Jim
think there's one
just
more.
went around.
Tweaking.
So is one that making it or two?
2, I think. So actually, so let me count. You got. I clicked the wrong button. Just left the race. Damn it. I got another invite.
Yeah, Dad's still on the bumper of Joker. The 12 still leaving a little bit of space. It doesn't really it doesn't really look like he wants to push right now. It might be hurting him as Speed goes to the high lane. He's got a little bit of help with some Hendrick cars.
Yeah, that is
being
the
Riley and
dirt tracking.
Dirt, no.
Dirt tracking.
Yeah, the 55 has lost the draft.
Oh,
hey, small by chance, do you have an extra invite?
No.
Fuck.
I had to use my extra one because I lagged out of the lobby when I was loading in.
I can't
they
leave.
all abandoned that outside.
See if you can join through one of our names.
Nah, it won't let me. Alright, you guys can do a 2-car.
Ty Racing got sent to a line. Looks like the 21. Who was the 21? Shake got to his inside.
Alrighty, as we do see, looks like the 8 trying to work on a high line. Either that or I think that's the 4. Yeah, that's the 4. Jackson
That is
Altman.
the 4, yeah. It looked like the 21 and the 8 were going to go with them, and then last second they decided, nah, I don't feel like it, and just decide not to. We mentioned this earlier in the race, but you want to be patient, and the 4 car was trying to make a move. The 21, the 8 said, nah, I don't feel like it, and just left them out. And you can quickly come from battling for third to last basically last in line, which is where the 4 is now.
As we are approaching up to 3 laps to go here left in this stage, so far the dominating performance from Always Joker is shown, but can we expect? Oh, here comes Fire
Yeah,
Slayer.
the Fire Slayer backed up for a huge run and is going to get up to the lead. He's got help from the 21 and the 8. Yep, they're going to get clear. All three of them jump ahead of Joker and Dead Dad. Now
So
Speed going to high lane. Hendrick left up to high lane. Is that Jackson the 4?
and
Yeah, Jackson.
now new leader in the 12 of Fire Slayer. There you see two Penske guys working together. You see it, Fire Slayer and Shake and Bake, as we're coming up to, I believe, 2 laps to go here left in this stage.
Yeah. One thing I can see from the 8 cars, it really doesn't look like,
Oh, the one that Joker just lagged.
whoa.
Big
Oh, they're
wreck.
wrecking behind.
Jackson's
Jackson's into
wrecking.
the inside wall hard.
So that was a very gnarly wreck. The only one that got involved in that is Jackson Altman.
Ty
That,
Racing he got a huge amount of damage and also lost the draft.
yeah,
That's not good for them.
Joker is lagging as we're getting ready to approach to the white flag here in the stage, the green checkered.
You can even see the damage from like Joker lagging on like some of these cars on the back here. Like you can see it on the bumper of the 5, the front end of the 38. So definitely some bad lag. It looks like the 8's lagging for me. I don't know if that's actual. Yeah. Cody Bell goes up for a run. He gets left out. Now Joker.
Joker working on the high side.
Oh! Dead Dad tried to jump him and get down first. He couldn't get there. Joker was able to block, it looks like. If
Big
they're
wrecking.
looking behind.
The 5 is
Looking behind,
around.
side by side. Not anymore. Dead Dad looking down. He's not going to be able to get there. Joker's going to win the stage.
What a stage that was. That was the most chaotic stage, the way to start. Wow.
Yeah, we can't really get a replay on that, but I wasn't paying attention to what happened. Just looked like the 5 started spinning. I don't know if that was contact or something, but I just saw the 5 started spinning in front of a couple cars.
Well, that
Pretty
was
entertaining end to the first stage.
that was very entertaining to the stage, that's for sure. Very
The one
crazy.
up, the one upside with these cars is the runs are very big. You can get a huge run. The only issue with these cars is the runs, because how slow you're going. It's one the slowness of the cars, but also when you do get a run and you do jump out, a lot of time it just dies out instantly. So it is really tough to make moves, but you can definitely stay side by side, which is something that the next gens are good for in this game.
Yeah,
As we're back green.
we are back green. Now we got a new leader in Big Jim in the 55.
Yeah, I don't know how. I'm guessing Joker's dropping back because he just ducked onto the apron immediately.
Yeah, I think that was through race control after the lag we saw there, but nevertheless, Joker did win that stage. And I believe we will see something here at the 55 of Big Jim leading this pack to green here in stage 2. Only 10 laps here in the stage, so we got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, he absolutely needs to. He's obviously racing to be in the 500, so or however high he can get, he'll take it. And right now he's leading, which is kind of around the position I was in when I was getting ready to make it in. So he's in a good position as long as he doesn't get moves made on him. Now the only issue that he has is really he doesn't have many friends out here. So he might, if they try to make a run, he might get left out. But from what I can see also, really no one in the top 5 or so has friends.
Yeah.
They're all kind of in different teams as to, I don't know what they were doing in the back. It looked like something happening with Joker and Speed.
I mean, if you think about this, though, if there's one guy, and I'm not, putting him down or anything. If there's one guy who I can see, contact being made between Cody and the Bear and Joker. But if there's one guy I can say that is probably the aggressor of this field, that is the 38 of Speed, who is not afraid to use the bumper to push you out of the way. As a matter of fact, we'll go to our Speed cam. There you see Speed got always Joker right in front of him. He's got the 5 of dirt tracking, the 51, now the 12. Oh, they're making contact.
Looks like he's backing up for a move. He's going to have only Dirt to help him. Actually, the 48's going to jump out, give him draft. Don't know how this is going to materialize. You'll see what I was talking about at the start of the stage. They got up all the way alongside Riley, who's in second, but now they just fall back. It kind of happens in the Gen 6 car, but I feel like it's more evident here. You need many, many cars to build like an actual sustainable run. As Jackson just slams in the speed and says, "No, I want to take that," and went up to make a move. They were 3 wide for I don't know what place that was, but they got that sorted out. They almost lost the draft. They actually may have. Hendricks trying to get it back. Speed and Dote. Yeah. They went 3 wide and I don't know if they were side drafting each other, but they lost a lot of time. It looks like, is that Cody the Bear all the way back there?
I think so, yeah.
Speed just took a huge run.
Yeah, that is the 8 of Cody the Bear. He definitely lost that draft.
Whoa, they're almost second up front. Speed got into the quarter panel of the 1. Now Dote getting ping-pong. The 24s all the way on the apron, but they were mostly able to save it. Speed tried to force his way in there, and he was able to do it mostly clean.
So far, everything's been clean in this stage compared to what we saw last stage with all the aggressive moves and everything. I mean, this has been so far Jim's stage to win.
Yeah, it's definitely looking, at least I know I may have a different view on this because I raced Duel 1, but it looks a little more cleaner than Duel 1. At least we don't have as many checkups, it looks like. Yeah. I mean, we're having like small contact, like someone hitting someone's door, but it's not really causing a huge wreck.
Yeah.
Except for that one time at the end of the stage. As new leader, the 21 gets the lead. That's Shake. Sikkim tried the pizzas inside, couldn't do it. And Joker in behind.
Yeah, so
Hendrick again left on the outside.
Yeah, so I mean, if there's one guy that I definitely need to mention, that is the 43 of Sikkim. He's had a struggling off season. I mean, he's gotten frustrated with the past 3 exhibition races, and now it seems like all that frustration is definitely playing out because here he is up in second, right behind Shake and Bake. And you know what? Going into the off season, I mean, if you think about this though, Sikkim is trying to prove that he can be in the Cup ride. Well, he's actually proving it right now. I mean, he's P2 right now. Got a lot of things in store for him, so he's trying to shut those haters up.
Yep. Joker's found his way back through the field. He was leading, obviously, in about the middle of stage 1, but got shuffled to the middle of the pack. So kind of making moves by himself, maybe having a little bit of help here and there, but mostly he's done it by himself to get back up here. Jackson, I don't know why, but he's on the apron. Looks like he's fighting to get back on the track. I don't know if he got forced down there, but he doesn't seem happy with how close he was riding on the door of the 5, it looked like. Hendrick tried to make a move in the back. It looked like Speed tried to let him in, or he just got side drafted. I can't really see.
Jim's going to the pits.
Jim.
And so is Jackson. So
yeah, some strategy playing out.
That wasn't nothing. That was a signal right there from Jackson. So Jackson did signal for him to go to the pits, as we're coming down to 3 laps to go here left in the stage.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I haven't seen anyone really intentionally pit before the end of the stage, but that could be a way to get track position. I mean, you don't really need tires, fuel, you just need a tiny bit of it, so yeah.
Well, I mean, really, truly, if you think about this, though, is that you've seen JoJo, you've seen a lot of guys earlier in race 1 going down to the pits. And looks
everyone.
like, a lot of drivers are coming down to the pits. You see Shake, Riley, Sikkim, Ty, Fire Slayer, 5 guys,
Yeah.
but now this is just your current top 4 at the moment. Dead Dad, Speed, Hendrick, and Dirt.
Now, one thing I want to point out here is, so there are 3 of these guys that are locked into the 500 up here, and it makes sense for them to go for the points because, well, they are cup drivers. They want the points. But for Hendrick, I don't really know why he stayed out. He really needs track position because he's been hung out so many times, and he's all of his drivers that he's battling with are like already running up at the front and have track position, or mostly have track position. And Hendrick really hasn't had track position the whole race, so I don't know why he stayed out, but maybe he'll prove me wrong.
Definitely gotta do something here. I mean, track position wise, it looks like the guy. Oh boy.
Oh,
So it looks like
Speed trying to block the 5, trying to get there, he couldn't get there. Now he backs up immediately for a run. Is this the last lap?
I believe this is.
Yeah. Speed obviously breaking the draft. Will he come down the block? Yes, he will. A little early. Let's see. He looks to the outside. He's going to be on the outside. Will it be enough?
It
Side
would
by
be
side.
Speed.
Speed got it. A really good block he had down the back, which basically sealed it for him as Dirt wasn't able to make a big enough run. But yeah, very interesting strategy stage in stage 2. Yeah, as we get ready to start stage 3.
Yeah, I definitely do. I definitely do agree. Is that we're seeing a lot of interesting strategies going into pit road. We've seen Joker coming down. I mean, it's just a lot of interesting calls, but it'll definitely play out here in the end.
hmm Now, the one thing I want to point out is a couple guys, as we named Joker, he went a lap down, which I it isn't too bad, but it just means he loses a little bit of track position. So, for some people, the strategy doesn't really pay off. They lose a lap and track position pretty much gone. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see them try to work their way up to the field.
This is gonna be a very interesting final part of the stage, for final part of the race. So we'll just have to see. Is now Riley is going to be leading us back to green.
Shake on is outside, ready to take the green to start stage 3. We're back underway.
Back underway here at Daytona to determine our field for the Daytona 500.
Yeah, Shake just doesn't really have the outside's just not good enough. On the actions, it's better, but not good enough right now. It really doesn't look like he's getting enough pushes. He's also not side drafting, which can be a choice or just whatever. But I thought he was going to get in line ahead of Dote, not able to. He's still going to be falling back. This is when some people are going to start to abandon. As usually Shake just abandoned that line, and now Speed, Jim, Hendrick, and Ty Racing all got left out on the outside.
As we do see Riley's trying everything he can just to try to hold him down.
Yeah, Shake, he lost a lot of positions. He was in second when the race got back going, but he instantly fell to fifth. He's already trying to make a run to get back his track position. Well, he still has track position, but he wants to get more. As he's going with Cody the Bear and Sikkim.
Yeah, I'll say yeah. If you look at it this way, I mean, we're seeing a lot of different strategies being called. We're seeing a lot of different people working together and make no different about it. I mean, Shake is working with Cody, which I mean he is very familiar with as far as the front wise. We see Dirt in the middle of all this. This is
There's 3
three
wide.
wide.
Hendrick and Big Jim, they just tan them up to the front. I can probably guess what Hendrick is saying right now. But,
I feel bad for if you're Sikkim, Cody, Dirt, and Ty, because you're in the middle.
yeah, very sketchy to be in the middle, and especially when a lot of people, you can't really trust them here. So, yeah, but they got it figured out without really any contact, so big props to basically all of them.
Yeah, I'll say good job for making it 3 wide. I mean, we saw two, three, maybe, yeah, 2 or 3 lines that had a 3 wide scenario, so good for them to keep it clean and keep it green. I haven't used that line in a while,
Mhm.
but now we're starting to see Tom is winding down with less than 11 laps to go here left in this race.
Yeah, still, if you're at the front, it's still a lot of time. But if you're at the back, it's enough time, but not a lot. So you kind of want to start to work your way up through the field. So you're going to see a lot of moving at the back, but if you're at the front, you're probably not going to see much moving, except for maybe around fourth or fifth,
But
which we see now.
I want to pay attention to this line right here. You see Shake, you see Cody, you see Joker, you see Speed. They are a little bit far behind. As soon as I say that, now they're falling up to the outside, and here
Yeah,
comes Riley with the block. 3 wides.
they were trying to make a huge run, and it got blocked, and that almost caused a huge wreck because they went 3 wide behind them.
Now they're still 3 wide.
Wow. This
Oh
time it's a
my.
lot less clean. Whoa. There's a couple guys in there that scared me for a second. Whoa. What is happening at the front?
We're
Riley, it looked like
seeing.
he tried to come down on dead bad.
Oh, Big Jim cuts right in front of Hendrick, not Chase. Somehow, some way, that was not a wreck. But good job on keeping it clean. But here comes Shake on the outside. Shake's working up
In,
to the outside. Got Cody right behind him. Got Jackson as well.
in all of this, the guy who made the block a lap ago was in the middle. Well, he got put in the sucker hole and fell all the way back to now fourth on the outside. That's Riley. Now we have two even lines, basically. Pretty much around the same cars. At least, well, how many cars they have. And yeah, you see a lot of Fords on the outside, Chevys on the inside, really. There's not many Fords in this race, there's only about 3 or 4, but yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But if you look at it this way, though, we're seeing that line starting to fall, starting to dissolve as the inside line is getting themselves a lot of individuals. Captain Dead Dad leading this field now with Joker behind him speed. You see Dirt tracking. He hasn't been talked about much. Ty Racing, Fire Slayer, Riley, and Big Jim. That is all on that inside line. As I'm getting ready to go over to the lap counter real quick, we have less than 8 laps to go. Or, yeah,
Yeah,
8.
it's really tough to really find someone that we haven't really talked about. Dirt may be the only one that we haven't really, like, covered, because pretty much everyone in the field we've covered a lot. So, yeah.
I will.
But there's been a lot of movement, so.
Well, I mean, you also got to think about this though. Is that I mean, Dirt is trying to prove that he can hang with guys like Joker. He can hang with guys like
Whoa.
Speed. Yeah, I seen a little bit of squiggly lines right there. But my point is,
Contact in the wall.
oh boy,
There's 3 wide.
yeah, they're still
Cody, you better hit the wall.
they're still
And
beating
that
and
caused a huge
banging.
snippet.
But back to Dirt's point of view is that I mean he's not been the most popular one, but he is trying to prove that he can race. As we're coming
Yeah,
down to 7.
I've raced with Dirt a lot over the last couple of years, and he's definitely a scary driver to be around. Not even trying to like diss on him, but like he's a very aggressive driver. But because a lot of people don't like him because how aggressive he drives, they seem to underrate him. There are tracks like New Hampshire where he's really good at, and he's ran with me and other guys. But then there's tracks where he just is terrible. So yeah, but some people do tend to underrate him because of how he races, and that's what's going to happen. As you see, 3 wide now, 4 wide. Jackson put Sikkim in the wall, trying to make it 4, and almost got hooked into the outside wall. There's still 3 wide.
Yeah, as we see, Dead Dad working down to the bottom. He's got speed. Joker's got the high side. He's got Shake. He's got Cody the Bear. He's got Ty Racing. He's got Jackson Altman.
Yeah. Joker, it looks like he is clear, yes. Will he go down? And how many people will he go down? Who will he wait for? Let's see, so he has Shake and himself clear. Is he waiting for Cody to be clear? Off the corner, now Cody's clear. Jackson, they're gonna try to leave him out. He's gonna force his way in. And that leaves Ty Racing, Big Jim, and Sikkim all on the outside. What a move by Jackson, though, forcing his way in. Even though he may have not been clear, he made himself clear, so he's able to get fourth out of that.
And right now, it is always Joker who is leading the field, got Shake and Bake right behind him. And of course, you got Cody the Bear, and like you mentioned before, Jackson Altman. And now you see a second line. You see Jackson Altman backing up as far as he possibly can. He's got Captain Dead Dad, he's got speed, he's got dirt. But for some reason, Sikkim and Hendrick are trying to form a second line on the outside, and it's not working well for them.
Whoa!
Here comes
Shake went to block.
Shake with the block, but it's backfired on them.
Speed's going to the lead!
There's three
That may have been a
wide.
little too optimistic.
Yeah, that was a little bit too optimistic right there. I love the enthusiasm. Thank you for that small. Thank you for that laugh. Oh man.
Speed decided he wanted to go by himself. He didn't want any help, and maybe he should have got some help because he lost a lot from that. But I don't hate the move, but because you got to try something if you want to get the lead. But yeah.
Fire Slayer working on the outside. He's got speed. He's got Hendrick. He's got a lot of drivers. But can they be able to do something here? As we see the top line is dissolving like snow. As we do see the bottom line, this is working too good here.
We see that a lot, and that seems to be a trend. And I think that will be a trend in the 500. We're going to see 5, 6 cars on the outside make a run, and they get immediately up to like the top 5. But then that's usually when you want to like go down and get to the bottom. It's kind of like gambling in a way. You go until you win, and then if you keep going, you will lose.
Here comes Shake.
So
I'm sorry to cut you off, but here comes Shake. Yeah. Shake's got himself on the outside. He's got Sicko. He's got Fire Slayer. He's got, I think that is the 4 of Jackson, Big Jim, and Hendrick. They're side by side. I believe
Shake, I think he's clear. Will he wait for Sikkim?
No, he is clear. He's going down to the bottom.
And now we're going to see the outside start to fade away. They have a lot of cars, so they might be able to make another one. But I think they're going to start to fade away. Yeah, we're starting to see it. Sikkim all the way down to 4th. He's going to fall down to 5th now. Now 6th.
Now expect the race to get a little bit tense because now we are 2 laps to go here left in this race. Shake and Bake trying to be able to hold on. Watch out for Dirt.
Dude tried to pass Dead Dad under the apron. Dead Dad said hell no and sent him all the way down further on the apron. They're 4 wide behind.
They're getting squiggly like a squiggly line. 3, 4 wide. They're beating and banging. Jackson Allman goes to the wall. They're wrecking. No, they save it.
Jackson hit the wall like 3 times there. Not of his own
doing.
Whoa,
Big
Jim. Oh, crash.
Big crash. And is that going to be the end? Is that going to be the end of the race?
I think that was the end of the race.
That was the end of the race. Shake and Bake and Cody the Bear. Wow. Alrighty, so
who got in?
That's a good question.
I think the bigger question is who got out. I saw Big Jim go to the grass. I don't know if that was his own doing or if he just got hit, but he may be the one out, I think.
So, let's go ahead and get Shake and Cody the Bear here. Oh man, what a race that was here, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, I gotta go and do something, so
alrighty.
Can you do interviews?
Yeah, I will do it. Thank you so much for helping me out there, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. And as small leaves, we have our race winner, Mr. Shake and Bake.
What's going on? Feels like I was just here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, what a coincidence. I mean, it seemed like you was just here, but now you're back as the race winner. So first of all, I want to say congratulations, and talk about the ending to there. I mean, you knew the strategy that you made. You went with Joker, then you went with the high side. I mean, talk about what you had to do in order for you to win this race.
I mean, earlier on in the race, the 4 car put a block on me that I really did not appreciate. So at one point, I just made a business decision when he had a run. I said, I don't really care about where I finish. I'm just making sure he doesn't pass me. So I put a block on him, and it sent me pretty far back into the pack. And I was able to link back up with Sikkim, and he gave me a huge shove. We caught the pack at a good time, and then was able to use Joker's
Oh,
draft to kind of pull myself all the way back up to the front. And from there, just kind of tried to manipulate lines, and it worked out for us.
definitely worked out for sure. And of course, I want to get a chance to talk to Cody the Bear. Cody, do you have a copy?
Yep, I got you.
So basically, you was in the bag most of the time, but here you are. You worked your way up. Talk about what you had to do. I mean, you went through the. Let's see here. I think you went from crashing out in the first stage, then you end up doing good in the second stage. Then here you are, good chance to be up in front row at the 500. Talk about this roller coaster of a race that you've had.
It was a frustrating race. It actually was the opposite of what you said. Second stage, I did get kind of screwed out of my
Yeah,
position. Uh, we just had some little issues in the back and got put in the wall, but I was able to get over it. Last stage, I got helped a lot by the speeding penalty problems with everyone that pitted coming to the 2 to go in the second stage. That helped me a lot, and then I was dealing with some lag issues, but hopefully I'll get it fixed by next week. I think I'm looking good for next week and just ready to get back into my race car.
alrighty. And of course, Shake, when I get a chance to ask you this, though, I mean, what's going to be the strategy for you to try to win the Daytona 500 next week?
I mean, really just the same thing um, we did tonight. Worked really well um, with my teammates and well, my teammate Fire, and then the Trackhouse guys thought we worked really well together. So I think we continue to do that next Thursday. We got a really good shot at starting the season off with a bang.
Yeah, and of course, I want to get a chance to bring in always Joker. Small one to know who is officially in the race for next week.
For Duel 2, it should be the 55 and the 51 since Sikkim was a lap down.
Alrighty, and of course,
And the Duel, sorry to cut you off, Duel 1 is still under review.
Duel 1 is still under review. Alrighty.
I can confirm the 7 is in, but the 15 and the, I believe, 77 are still under review.
Alrighty. Do you have a time date on when, as far as who announcement be made for the first duel race for those guys, or at least
What did you say?
anything?
I'm sorry.
I said, do you have a time? Are you guys going through a review right now and see when can you guys make that announcement before next week, or
Well, yeah, for sure. Probably tomorrow or Saturday.
alrighty? Definitely look forward to it. And of course, I'm gonna ask Joker the final question. Joker, there's no secret. You have been a part of this league since the very first race. How much does it mean to you the fact that we're now going into a new season with a lot of old faces and a lot of new faces going into this year?
Yeah, it's a good mix. Everyone thought the servers were going to be down, but as of now, they're still working. So I think it's just having fun and trying not to make these lobbies wreckfest like they have been in the exposition.
I definitely do agree. But Joker, thanks so much for taking your time. Definitely want to congratulate all of the guys who have won or finished in the top two in their respective duels. Shake as well. Um, Tanner and small NASCAR fan as well. But hey, if you guys like college football and NASCAR, then HPL is your perfect place because we still have a lot more in store for you guys as far as both sides. But until then, I'm Jake saying so long, and we'll see you guys next time.